Hello, my name's Tina MacDonald. Thanks for joining me today. This counselling conversation is going to be around the word boundary. So let's start off with the definition. A boundary marks a line of an emotional or moral acceptability. Now, a boundary used in action appropriately is a two-way thing. It's something that you see from both sides and is interacted from both sides. Boundaries has become a little bit of a trendy word, and it's used sometimes inappropriate. It's kind of like used in the place of brick wall. You know, it's something to keep others out, and it's something therefore to keep you in. But a healthy boundary, and a set of them across a range of subjects in your life, means that as you go through life, regardless of others and what they're doing, you understand the bits that are impacting you and where you want to be, where you want to move back from, where you want to interact more with, the things that you need to open conversations around. These are what boundaries are for. They're a two-way space of acceptability within your life when interacting with others. So it's kind of like a reflective space. You know, it's not permanent, it's not set in stone for life. It's something that you review and you re-establish. It's not firm and it's not set because we're not firm and set. You know, our lives and those of others, situations that we're in, you know, even the same subject at different times in our life change. And so it's all of those things that we constantly review and update when we are working with what is our acceptable space from both sides. And sometimes when people cross a boundary, the first thing that can happen is it's like, well, there it is, you know, I need to toughen that up. But actually it's a reflective space, perhaps in a counselling session, for example, to say, why did that impact me? What was it about that let me know my boundary had been crossed? And actually, if I reframe it, was my boundary crossed, or was it the subject that the person brought with them that was actually impacting me? And the same for others. You know, I'm going to redefine my boundaries and it's around other people. How will it impact them? How will they see this? And how will I offer it? Because the offering of our boundaries is often the point that people recognise they're there and why they're there, and that they're not being used against somebody to keep somebody out. It's actually about, this is about me and my space of acceptability, and this is why I'm doing it. For example, self-care time. If those of us that work within helping others and holding others' space, you know, our self-care, as with everybody's, is really important. And in order to show up for our clients in our best frame, then we need to really ring fence our self-care. So if evening's off or a weekend here or there, we need to ring fence that time for us and not others, then that's a healthy boundary. Our reasoning is, our acceptability is, please don't be phoning me at 9 o'clock on my night off when 4 other nights this week I've been counselling clients. Please don't expect me to come out and do something for 1 hour at the weekend when I have plans for the entire day and I don't need to justify what those plans are. I just need to ring fence my boundary because this is good for me to do this weekend for me. It's kind of the example of, you know, like we've spoken about in other videos, you know, can I say no and be a kind human being? Absolutely. But I just choose who I give that to. And ring fencing time for yourself as a boundary comes under that. And so it's not a given that others will understand your boundaries, but they're not there for others to understand unless it impacts them and you. And then it's about the explanation of, not the justification of, but the explanation of, this is why I'm doing this, I hope you understand. But if they don't understand, It's about, this is why I'm doing this, because it's important to me. And so a healthy reviewed boundary allows you to wander through the world regardless of what others are doing. It's not to keep you inside because you can't interact with others. It's not to keep others out. It's to interact on an appropriate adult to adult level around a moral or emotional space of acceptability for yourself. Hope that was helpful. Hope it'll bring up conversations between you or you and your therapist, all of those things. Leave some comments. Let me know ideas for future waffles. And as always, take care, like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.